Some people might have given him the second round, but after that, it was smooth sailing, a lopsided victory. Tell us your reaction to the performances of Joe Calzaghe and Roy Jones.
It was absolutely everything that I expected. I know Roy is a great fighter, but he kept saying how Calzaghe threw a lot of punches, so I felt like that was a major concern of his, and obviously that was the outcome of the entire event. Calzaghe definitely outboxed him, and it appeared that after the cut over his eye due to the headbutt, that Roy just kind of was not the same Roy that he was. It seemed like his mind and his focus was someplace else.
One thing was interesting, there were numerous scenarios in the fight where Roy would go to the ropes, hold his hands up and cover up, and Joe would be throwing a lot of punches. Some of them would be blocked, but to me it was, a lot of people remember the old rope-a-dope from Muhammad Ali against George Foreman. It was kind of like the rope-a-dope without the dope, because he never fired back more than one or two punches.
I agree.
How you doing?
I believe after the cut, again, he probably lost a lot of power. I feel like after the fourth round, in my opinion, the fire wasn't there anymore. He should have finished him after the knockdown. That's the type of fight I like to see personally, but it didn't go down like that. Doesn't always happen that way, but at the same time, I think both the guys came to perform. Enzo said it, Calzaghe came to kick Roy ass, and that's exactly what happened.
Joe Calzaghe said this might be his last fight. We don't know. It seems to be in boxing, when you say you're retired and you come back. When you say you don't know, it almost definitely means you are coming back, barring injury or some of the problems. What do you think Roy should do? Because he's pushing 40, he's gotten into promoting, he promoted a number of other fighters that were on the main card. The pro features Ab Judah, Dimitri Salita, Frankie Figueroa, all New York-based fighters were on the card. What do you think Roy should do in terms of boxing? Should he hang it up and call it a career, or I don't know who else he fights, because I know he doesn't want to start fighting lesser fighters.
I think he should definitely concentrate on his promotional company. A lot of fighters get in the game and then they retire and then they want to become promoters. And I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed with that area of the promotion. Again, outside of Don King, Bob Arum, and Golden Boy somewhat. I'm just not impressed with a lot of the promotions that's going on. A lot of the marketing. We're not knowing who the fighters are. I would like to see a lot of the boxers, just as I would like to see a lot of the hip-hop artists, get more into the business aspect of the boxing business and learn it well, call your own shots, make your own decisions, sign good fighters, not fighters just because. Sign good fighters.
I would tell you what.
Fighters that have a definitely a fan base that makes it a little bit easier. But at the same time, I think Roy and Calzaghe, both their promotional companies, probably do well. Roy had sons that were entertaining us throughout the event this evening, and they seem to be very talented young men, so I will concentrate on working on the next generation, especially if he plans to retire. But I think where Ring will do well in promoting events in the other future, hopefully, is Golden Boy and a couple of other ones. They're the neophytes right now, but hopefully they'll master the game as some of the others have.
What's interesting, again, we're here in New York in Madison Square Garden. There were an awful lot of fans that came from Wales and the United Kingdom to root for Joe Calzaghe. I think without them, there would have been a lot of empty seats. I don't know how many were given away, but the place, might have been fairly empty, and they used to call this the Mecca of boxing. The economy's bad and all of that, but the fans from the UK, great fans, they travel all over the place to do that, but the boxing promotion game is not bringing in a lot of these young fans as they should, compared with the level of talent.
Well, because again, no one knows who the fighters are. No one is doing marketing, and without marketing, there's no media. So again, if you don't know who the fighters are, then people are just not as interested. The game is up as well. You can't fool the people no more. Pay-per-view is killing us. We're in a recession. Perfect example. Chad Dawson and Antonio Tarver were on the undercard of Peter Swift's show, and I walked the community. I tried to tell everybody about the fight, to hype it up, and this was all because Chad Dawson was fighting someone who, again, in the urban community is unknown, but he has a great record and he's undefeated. He fought Glenn Johnson, he fought Antonio Tarver, he fought Vinny Cruz, but none of the guys or girls in my community knew who he was. So again, without marketing and promotion in the urban community, again, they're discounting the urban market. You can't do that because it's going to hurt boxing as a whole. And when you have ticket price so high during the holidays, and with people having families and children, again, we're in a recession, it's just not going to work. So I think some of the strategies need to be rethought. They need to probably bring younger people to the table, people that know the game and know actually what's going on in the game of boxing, and marketing more importantly, and bring boxing back to what it used to be, because I don't care how much they say that boxing is not good, hip hop is not good, and both are gone.
That's true, at least in America, but things seem to be hopping in Europe and Asia, huge crowds, huge popularity, where there are people. Calzaghe is a huge star in this country, Ricky Hatton. There are other fighters. The Klitschko's that people are not particularly crazy about in the United States, who draw huge crowds in Germany, Eastern Europe. Manny Pacquiao is huge, is a national hero in the Philippines. He carried the flag for the Philippines.
We have no American heroes, we have no Olympian heroes, we have no urban heroes. We just have back in around.
All right, I know we're going to talk about this a lot more, but I think you're raising some extremely important points for the direction for the future of boxing, particularly in America.
Yes, and I would like to discuss it more, but we have a great deal of time. It's late now. We're just finishing the fight, the media press conference, and I know you're tired and still have interviews to do, so again, it's always great talking with you. Great pleasure seeing you as well.
Thank you.
And I look forward to talking with you again.
And give us your website. People want to check you out.
www.KeishaMorrisey.com, and Morrisey is spelled Morrisey, or you can Google KeishaMorrisey.com. If you Google me, just Google Keisha Morrisey. Of course, it's KeishaMorrisey.com. And you can also hit me up at MySpace. Just look up Keisha Morrisey. I'm there.
All right, thank you very much. Hopefully we'll get some rest. It was a long night, and good seeing you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.